After me, then you can do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good afternoon. Yes, it's afternoon. We are here, as you know, to present today all the postgraduate courses that we offer. Well, in fact, not all of them. We are going to present the 2 years masters. For some reason, whereas in the world they call them masters, we call them magistrali. Why? Nobody knows. But that's it. In fact, it is 2-year courses, 2-year postgraduate courses, and one of them in the Faculty of Communication, Public Relations and Advertising, of which I'm the dean, and that's the reason I'm speaking. We have just one course which is in English, and this is strategic communication. We started 2 years ago by now. If you are going to enter into this course, you're going to be the 3rd year. We have had immediately a success, really a success, and the success is mostly due to this woman, Professor Stefania Romenti, and a number of people who helped her. Professor Emanuele Invernizzi also did a lot for this course. We really didn't expect to have immediately such a success. We had a success this year, so we hope to have again a success next year. I will not say much about strategic communications. I'm not good at communicating, as you can see. So I will pass the table to Professor Romenti. She's in charge of the course, and she's in charge of the presentation. She will be held by the other people sitting here, but she will introduce each of them during the presentation.
Thank you. I want to thank you, the Dean. I have a huge responsibility because I am the coordinator of this master program, so thank you to be here. Well afternoon to everybody. And I will just present and describe the most important features of this master program, the strategic pillars on which is based upon. And as you can see, I'm not alone because I will just leave the floor later to Professor Emanuele Invernizzi, who has been professor in corporate communication at IULM University for many years. And we prepared the project of this master program together. And then I will also leave the floor to Sara Farjon. She is a representative of Reputation Institute. That is a company who is part of our advisory board, but we will talk about our advisory board. And then we have a student. We have Nicole, who is attending the second year of strategic communication, and I think that it's really important for you to see and just to listen to some words by a student about her experience at the Master in Strategic Communication. And finally, we have Paola from the International Office, because this year we have improved much more partnership with foreign universities, and we will talk also about our double degrees. Okay, so we can start. I'm sorry. We can start. What I want to, first of all, the first thing that I want to say to you is that when you have to choose a master program in communication, you have probably a huge array of options within which you can select your master program, because a lot of universities in Italy and also abroad offer master program in strategic communication. I think that you should be very careful, and you should select the master program on the basis of the approach that it takes. Which kind of approach we adopted for our master program? It is a managerial approach. So our students learn to manage communication projects, and our students learn to manage communication functions, units, and programs. And we started from studying the international issues for communication management. As you can see, the source is the European Communication Monitor, since we are partner of the European Communication Monitor that each year tries to monitor the strategic issues, the strategic trends about communication and communication management. So as you can see, it's linking business to business strategies and communication, coping with digital evolution, improving the role of the communication function within organizations, using big data and algorithms for communication, and finally explaining and demonstrating the value of communication to top executives. These are the strategic issues, these are the strategic trends that inspired us to project and to build this master program 2 years ago. I want also to show you some trends, since strategic communication has become a buzzword. As you can see, in 2018, Google searches for strategic communication were more than 200 millions. And also, we have also very interesting statistics for what concern job market, since, for instance, more than 1 million jobs in USA were related to strategic communication in 2018, and more than 2.5 million jobs were related to strategic communication in USA, China, and Europe. So very, very interesting and important perspective about job market in strategic communication. I want just to show you what we mean by strategic communication. So the definition of strategic communication, that is the practice of deliberate and purposive communication. A communication agent acts in the public sphere on behalf of a communicative entity, such as an organization, a profit organization, an association, or also a non-profit organization, to reach set goals. So strategic communication is something deliberate, is communication with a specific purpose, with specific set goals. What we can say, what I want to say to you today are the 5 pillars that, in our opinion, are the most strategic and important pillars upon which our master program was built. First of all, You know, probably you have seen the structure of our program and the course in the website, so I don't want to describe you each course, but I want to translate this program structure into the main blocks of knowledge that we teach to our students. First of all, in the first part, the first year, our students learn about the key concepts of management, strategy, and organizational behavior, and then they also study social trends, analytics, and also they also learn some basic tools of data analysis. And then they also study intangible assets, since, as you know, intangible assets are the most important results that communication produces. And what we mean by intangible assets: reputation, obviously, reputation management, brand management, identity management. And finally, above all, during the second year, students are focused on specialization. So, for instance, public affairs, financial communication, CSR communication, and so on. Our students also learn some very important strategic communication skills. I want just to mention the most important. For instance, our career service office. I think that the responsible of this office is here, but and probably you can ask some questions to her later. Our career service office developed a job fitness center. What is a job fitness center? Is a center that assesses the soft skills of our students. For instance, the level of some soft skills such as team building, flexibility, creativity, time management, and so on. And this Job Fitness Center produces some assessment reports for our students in order to make them able to understand which are their gaps, their lacks, and which are the most important skills on which they have to work. And then we also try to teach the most important skills for pitch elevators, since, for instance, our students work on a lot of projects for companies, and they should be able to sell their ideas effectively to companies. So pitch elevators, as you know, are very short presentations that should be very effective, where you have to sell your ideas and to brand yourself in a very effective manner. So we teach also to our students to be effective during pitch elevators with companies. What we teach is knowledge, obviously. It's a master program, so we also teach theories and concepts, because we think that background and conceptual theoretical background is essential for our students, but what we teach is actionable knowledge. Our students make a lot of simulations, weekly assignments, they discuss case studies, they work on companies' brief and projects, and at the end of their path, after 2 years, they have to choose between an internship in Italy or abroad and a field project. What is a field project? It is a consultancy project. So our students are consultants, and they should work on a project as consultants. Okay, just a few words about our faculty. We have decided to create a mixed faculty because it is made up of academic professors with international experiences and communication practitioners. I am an academic professor. I have been at University for 18 years, so I'm a professor of the University, but I also teach at the IE Business School in Madrid. It's since 2005, and then I am also director of a European Association of Scholars in Communication Management. So I am Italian, I work at University, but I have some international experiences. That's the same for all our academic professors. And we have created a lot of courses where we mixed the competency, academic knowledge with professional international competencies. Just two examples. In the CSR Corporate Social Responsibility and Communication course, for instance, we have half of the course that is taught by Laura Ilia. She's professor of CSR communication at IE Business School in Madrid. And also the half of the course is taught by Joachim Lundqvist, who is the CEO, is a practitioner, and is the CEO of the Lundqvist, which is an agency, a leader agency in the field of CSR communication. The same is for the course of public affairs. So we have an academic professor from Jyväskylä, the University of Jyväskylä in Finland, Chiara Valentini, and we have a lobbyist. So we have a practitioner, Vittorio Cino, who is the European Public Affairs Officer of Coca-Cola. He is based in Brussels, and he comes every week to IULM University in order to make lessons. So we have a faculty that is very variegate, I think. We organize every year some open lessons because we invite a lot of visiting scholars, visiting professors, but also practitioners. So last year we organized these open lessons, and if you have time, please come this afternoon later at 4:30 to the next open lesson with Stefano Cianciotta, who is the advisor, crisis management advisor for the Italian Secretary of Defense. He will talk about soft power, economic culture, Chinese communication means, and their influence in Africa. So it's an open lesson, very wide, and it deals with some topics, very important and crucial topics about international communication and crisis communication. Okay. International partnerships. Our students have a lot of opportunities because they can, for instance, choose about some different kinds of university for Erasmus exchanges. These are some universities, but they can also be selected, because there is a selection, for the double degrees. We have for sure one double degree, that is the double degree with the Huddersfield University in UK. That is a double degree focused on marketing communications. So our students follow some courses such as strategic marketing management, contemporary consumer engagement, and so on. So courses about marketing and international marketing issues. And there is another double degree that is under approval. So we hope to be able to announce it officially in the next weeks with the Cardiff University, which is more focused on international management. So our students could attend courses, for instance, about marketing, enterprise, globalization, contemporary issues, and so on. Okay, I want to invite Paola Mandelli from the International Office because Paola could show you other kinds of opportunities of our international network.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. What I'm going to show you right now is a simple tool that we created in order to share what is the international approach of IULM universities. So it will be available for everybody shortly, but in the meantime, I want to show you what we are doing and what is our main goal. So, as you can see here, this is the IULM International Network. So basically, we are, as you probably know, we are one of the best university for communication in Italy. We are very focused on communication, and nowadays Europe is our main international destination. But our goal is to extend this international network also beyond Europe. So as you can see from the map, for example, these are some examples of our international presence. So you can see that we are pretty much everywhere. Here you can see that we are in 30 countries. So you can see that our presence is growing every year. So I don't know, let's take an example. Let's choose Spain to remain in Europe. You can see that we have a lot of partnerships with all, pretty much the majority of the international university in Spain. So this is just to give you an idea of what we are doing and what we did until now. So let's just try to understand what's an international network for us. So it's not just the Erasmus program that you probably know, but we have also other types of international programs. So for example, we have exchange, we have of course the Erasmus, we have double degree, which Professor Romenti explained you before. So what I wanted to share with you today is that every year we have new opportunities. Our goal is to give you as many international opportunities that we can. So the opportunities that Professor showed you are for sure for this program, but next year maybe we will have some other international opportunities. So this is just to give you an idea of what IULM commitment is. So let's just keep in touch, because probably for the next year we will have some news to share with you. And if you have other just question or something after, we can talk about in details. Thank you.
Thank you, Paola. Thank you. Can we go back to the presentation, please? After international partnerships, we can talk about another important pillar, another strategic pillar of our master program, that are the partnerships with companies. So the business world. Emanuele Invernizzi is responsible for the advisory board of companies. So please, Emanuele, can you spend a few words?
Yes, thank you, Stefania. What I would like just to describe you is how important the advisory board is in this course, because just from the very beginning of the path that took us here, when we made the program of this course, the companies has been very helpful for us in helping us to write what a course in strategic communication should be, in order to be helpful for getting the people to be, well, our goal is that each of you will be a CCO in the future. And this is because the strategic communication course is, as Professor Romenti explained you, is very devoted to the management of communication and to make you an entrepreneur in the field of communication. Because communication is still in a path of growing as a profession within each company. The importance of communication is growing, but each of you has to help this pattern of growing. What I mean is that communication is now very important for the success of a company. And for that reason, a CCO has to be a partner, has to be part of the board of the company in helping, as I said, the company to be successful and to be important for the bottom line of the company. You know what I mean? Communication is not just something that, in a way, we never know what precisely is useful or not. No, the communication has to be a very, very important tool for the organization, for the management and of the company. So this is how this course is organized, and the companies that are part of the advisory board are very important, has been very important for programming the course from one side, and from the other to help you as a student to they offer, I mean, each company offer you opportunities and in several ways. CCOs come here to present their companies, to present how they deal with communication, just to let you know how they work and what your profession is asked to be in those companies. So, finally, what I want to say is that we have companies like Pirelli, like Eni, Banca Intesa, Mediobanca, Coca-Cola. I mean, lot of companies, very high profile, international, and that, in our view, is a very important asset of this course. This is what. Okay, thank you.
Thank you to Professor Invernizzi, and now I want to invite a representative of one of these companies, Sara Fragion, from the Reputation Institute. And please, Sara, tell these students which is your experience. Yes.
Good afternoon to everybody. I'm representing Reputation Institute here. I'm a consulting director in our company, and we are really have the pleasure to work with the IULM from 360 collaboration, from the content point of view, from the methodology point of view. We exchanged our experience in the market with the companies. Part of the advisory board are also our clients. And also, and I think is the most important part, we are collaborating also from the working part. So we have a number of internships in our reality, and for us is again a pleasure to put in place what you are studying during your courses, and you put in the reality dealing with the clients. I think I agree with you about the importance of the CCO, the corporate communication role within the companies, and our reality as a Reputation Institute in Italy. We are a branch of a global company, and we opened in 2012. We were 4 people. Today we are 25 people. So it's about increasing the importance of the advisory, supporting the CCOs. And also the importance of the CCOs within the companies is increasing their role as a cross organization role, as a coordinator of the contents of the company. So it's not only the voice of the company, but they are really putting in place a lot of concrete ambition of the company as a whole. So my hope is to see you as a client, as a CCO in the future, in order to, again, read and touch concretely your experiences and your knowledge you are increasing these years.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sara. And then now I would like to leave the floor to a student. Please, Nicole, tell them your experience. I didn't oblige her, so trust me.
It's true. Hello, everyone. My starting point to advise you, to help you to choose this university, this master program instead of another one, is don't be scared about your background. It doesn't matter which kind of bachelor degree you did. So, in fact, I did a bachelor degree in economics. So a totally different type topics. And then I spent 6 months in London for studying English, of course. And IULM gave me a compromise between choosing to stay abroad to do my master course or to come back staying at home and study what I would like to study. So this program was the only one when I chose IULM in Italy to do strategic communication. Right now, I'm very happy to have chosen this course for the type of teaching materials, lectures, professionals, professors that I've met, because, but also for all the opportunities that IULM gave me during this year and a half, because I'm attending the second year. For example, I'm doing an internship in Reputation Institute, as she said, so I'm a true example of this. And a very important factor that you can find here in this master program are the different type of teaching that you can find. So you have, as I already said, professional, but also academic professors. You are going to find out more about companies, about real experiences, about how professionals' backgrounds, of course, because I think that the main question we are going to ask everybody is, what are you doing now, okay, and how did you get there? So which is your path career that you did during your life to be in that position right now? And I think that one of the most important things of this course is the fact that you are every day on, like, in a challenge. Because with your pitch, elevator pitch during the projects, we are doing a lot of projects. Yeah. Right now we are attending 6 different courses in the different and the specific topics, for example, issues, communication, issues and crisis communication, financial communication, internal communication, public affairs, and for each of these lessons we are doing projects. So it's very challenge, but it's very interesting.
Quite stressful, I think, but
a little. No, just
a
little bit for this year, but it's great. And I think that you are going to get a competitive advantage in your future. Well, this is what I hope. For the first thing about the English, because there are not too many people that in Italy can speak in English in a comprehensible and good way. And the other thing is that you are going to be the first persons that are doing this degree, this master degree in such a specific topic. So if you have questions, I'm here, so yes. Everything you need.
Yes, thank you, Nicole. They appreciated your words. Okay, I want just to show you the last 2 slides and then we have time for questions. Entry requirements. First, your degree. Please contact our administrative offices in order to understand if your degree is suitable for being admitted to this master program and the level of English. If you are a IULM student, you should have 12 credits in English language with a medium grade of 25. If you are not a IULM student, you should have a level B2 certified officially by IELTS or other kinds of certifications. And how to apply? Yes, how to apply? You should apply online, and then you will have a written test with open questions about just the basic concepts about marketing and statistics. So we suggest these readings in order to be prepared for our test, but if you have other basic textbooks about marketing or statistics, please use them. And then we have an interview. You have an interview with me or other teachers of the master program. Okay. These are the dates for the admission testing sessions. We are ready for the next year. So please, if you have questions, ask them. There is also one person, Elisa, from the administrative office for technical and administrative questions, so she's ready because I'm not very good about that, but I'm not so prepared. Questions? Also in Italian. Se volete fare le domande in italiano le potete fare, but we have to translate them because we have some international students who are connected through Facebook streaming, yes. No questions? Okay, one question, yeah?
I wanted to know if it's possible to find like programs of the courses that we are going to attend during the master, because I saw the courses, but I would like to have a more like in-depth information about them.
I think, Elisa, you want to reach me, because I think that all the programs, detailed programs, are available in the website, but probably you can give her more precise instructions to find them.
Thank you. For this academic year, 2018-2019, you can still see the programs. If you click on the website, you can see the program for each course. And it will be like that for 2019-2020. Maybe there will be even more courses and optional courses to choose from. But for the moment, online you can find it. If you need help, you can ask me and I'll show you.
Other questions? Yes. The microphone there, please. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hussein, and I have one question because I'm a bit complex and a bit confused about, because someone told us here during the presentation that there is no what you studied in graduation, and someone told that administration will assess what you studied. So it's not a double standard. But how can we judge if I am eligible or not? Because the student, she was speaking and she told that it doesn't matter what background you have had. But as she told that your degrees will be assessed. So let's please clarify this. Thank you.
Yes. If you are a IULM student, and I believe that he is a IULM student, you will have to graduate by December 2019 in order to apply, if you are a IULM student. And he is a IULM.
That's not a problem, because I'm having it will be my third graduation. So I'm not confused on that topic. I'm just specific, I have a specific question, because I did my graduation in mass communication from my hometown, Pakistan. So I'm doing again here because my degree is not equal to this, because I have done 2 years graduation, and here in Europe the graduation consists of 3 years. So I'm doing again. I was doing masters there. So actually the problem is still that I'm on the boat, on the waving boat, because I'm not thinking that where I am, because I studied communication, and again, as she told that represented, she told that your degrees will be assessed. So what's this?
Yes. Your degree will be assessed, but we have published in the website all the types of degrees that are accepted. And when Nicola told us that she has, for instance, an economic background, she told us, don't be afraid, because even if you have an economic background, or for instance a degree in philosophy or in linguistics, for instance, we have a lot of students that took a degree in foreign languages. You don't have to be afraid, because all the basic concepts will be explained, and all the students will reach the same level of knowledge. So obviously we have a list of degrees that are accepted. You have to check them in the website. website, and if you have any doubt, you have to ask to our administrative offices.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Because I raised like a counter question because there was no one who is raising the hands for questions.
Okay.
So I thought that I should
Yes,
participate.
thank you.
in
I
that
think
way.
that's...
Thank you so very much.
I hope now is clear. Thank you. Other questions? Yeah.
You said that if you're not IULM students, we have to give you an English certificate, an official English certificate, but for example, I'm studying for languages and I can use some university certificate that they're not yet, something like that.
Okay, the admission requirements says that if you are not a IULM student, you should have a compulsory certification, international certification, even though you have done your bachelor's maybe in foreign languages. Either you have 12 credits, like Professor Romenti was saying, 12 credits in the scientific discipline of languages, that is in English. Either you have done these 12 credits or you must provide an international certification like IELTS or TOEFL. Okay.
If I haven't already got a certification in B2, I can do it by September at the start of the courses, or it has to be for February?
I would suggest to do it as soon as possible if you want to participate in the first sessions of the admission tests. Because the sooner you do it, the better you know that you are enrolled. You can enroll. If you pass the admission test, you can enroll straight away, because all the courses have got a limited number of places, and it could be that September session maybe is no longer...
So it has to be done by February?
We suggest yes. We have 100 places. We have 100 places, okay, available. Fanno tutte domande sulle selezioni sulla
I just want to ask you, where can I find the English books to prepare myself to the admission test? Because on the internet I can find them only in Italian.
You can find only Italian textbooks?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
We have to verify, because last year students didn't have problems to find them, but we have to verify that. Okay, thank you for for this information, but we verify it.
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
have another question. I want to ask if all the professors are Italian or from other countries. Like
We have
English.
Italian professors and also professors from other countries. For instance, the research method course is taught by an American. She is a professor from the University of South Florida. So it depends. It depends, because so our priority is to select professors on the basis of their competencies. So, for instance, just an example about the research method course. Our students do not learn just basic statistical concepts, but what we want is that they learn research methods applied to communication problems. So we have selected Kelly Werder-Page because she is a professor very specialized in research methods applied to communication problems. So we select professors on the basis of their competencies. And so we have a lot of Italian. Also, this professor, Chiara Valentini, she's Italian, obviously, but she has been lived in abroad for 20 years, so she is she speaks very well English, obviously, and she works in English every day, so it depends. Okay.
I didn't understand if we have to do the double degree or an internship, or if these are options, or
No.
we...
So the internship or the field project are compulsory. So you are obliged to select. You have two options: field project or internship, because they give you 6 credits. A double degree is an option that is not compulsory at all. So you can also choose a double degree. Okay. So it is something different. Another question? Yeah.
I would like to ask if it's okay to get Cambridge certificate as an international English certificate.
Yes, any international certification, a level B2 that is no longer than 2 years old is accepted.
Okay, thank you.
IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge is good.
Thank you.
Hello. What's the percentage of mother tongue professors?
I don't know. I don't know at all. How many professors you met?
Yeah, English, just English. Well, we have the professor that came from South Florida. And English one?
Joachim Ljungqvist.
Yeah, but he's not English.
He's
Finnish.
Yes,
Finnish. I don't know. I think just the only one from an English mother tongue is Shane.
Other questions?
Io ho alcune domande riguardo lo studente lavoratore.
Okay.
Il periodo di prova, ad esempio, se mi facessero un contratto di 12 mesi in cui 6 mesi sono di prova, vengono comunque, cioè si è comunque riconosciuti come studente lavoratore o i 6 mesi di prova devono essere terminati?
Abbiamo delle regole su questo? Dovresti dire la domanda e rispondere.
Okay.
Dobbiamo rispondere in inglese?
Sì.
Okay, so she asked whether there are any conditions for part-time enrollment. There are conditions for part-time enrollment, so maybe later on, if you have got time, we can go to the office, registrar's office, and I'll tell you more about it, because you have strict requirements, like you need to have a job contract and certain conditions in the job contract, and a certain amount of salary that you earn in order to do this part-time enrollment. Okay. And the part-time enrollment splits the year in 2 parts. Yes. So instead of 2 years, you would do it in 4 years. But I don't think that in a master's program it's ideal to split it, since a lot of jobs and teamwork must be done. So I don't know whether it is ideal to do so.
Okay.
Yes, I think that you can lose a lot of opportunities in the classroom. Yeah. Do you want to add something? Yeah.
Just to the question, somebody of you asked if the teachers here are mother tongue or not. Or our principle we followed in choosing teachers is that all Italian teachers has to have a course in a foreign country. So our concern is to have teachers, doesn't matter if Italian or English or American or Swedish or from other parts of the world, but their knowledge of English should be good enough to be good teachers. So this is our concern, just to be, I don't think it's important if a teacher is mother tongue, grew in England or in the United States. The most important thing is that he can speak proper English and has an international and international career.
At the reputation institute, okay, yes, Nicole, you wanted to add something? The microphone, yes.
Okay, I'd like to add a thing that I can assure you that all the professors are able to teach in English and the courses are very good. Also, the professor in one side, but in the other side also the professional ones. So don't worry.
Okay. A question from...
Yeah, we've got a question from YouTube. Van is asking if the English certificate have to be done in the last year or it can have been done earlier.
Okay, English certificate must be less than 2 years old. So if you do it in the last year, it's okay. If you did it 2 years ago, it's okay.
Okay, we have to close to leave the room to the other presentation of the other master program. So thank you to you who are present here, and also thank you to people who are connected through streaming. Thank you and good afternoon. Bye.